I'm not the fire department. It's real sad and disappointing. Um, I called every fire department in UN Township, and nobody picked up. And they obviously knew my number. Of course, they knew that I was calling, and I wanted, help from somebody who worked for, you know, you know, you know, worked on like putting fires out and stuff like that. Somebody from the fire department. Somebody from the fire department. And this type of stuff, like if your if your daughter's house is on fire and she's outside, like I called the fire department 3 times and they didn't show up, and I approved. And you're like, let me see it. And her house is burnt down after she called. I think that there would be government agents or somebody, at the fire department who would be held accountable. Um, so that happened. My house isn't burning down. Um, but I reached out to poison control, motivated these issues. She told me what to do so that I would be safe. And I got ready because I knew for a fact. I said no. I said when you call the fire department, they call you back. So when you call the fire department, they show up. I'm outside and I see the fire department, just showing up. Matter of fact, they were here last month around this time, just showing up, talking about a gas leak. They had the police and everybody. They were out here, both sides. The fire department was out here maybe a couple times. So, I called because it's like an emergency led by an actual poison control specialist, and I got it clear, which means that there's no way I'm going to get arrested. There's no way I'm going to get, and I feel as though there's no probable cause for me to get arrested. So they don't want to make it out here to look at a African American who was raised in Mercer County, who's become a artist and a journalist. Who's never been incarcerated, doesn't have a state number, for prison, and they don't want to respect me with the realities of a true health related circumstance that has to be investigated immediately, as it was stated by the poison control specialist Smith. I talked to him. Let's call it back. She's going to pick up, and it's like iPhone 14 and like I say that, and now iPhone 14s should be recalled. They got to recall them. You should call them back. All iPhones. They shouldn't sell them. You know what I mean? If they don't want everybody to have them. I really, like I was talking, I said, I'm like, though. They're talking on this call 911 shit. Nobody didn't kidnap me. My mom didn't leave me inside the house without food. It's no shit like that. The fucking fire department's supposed to come here. So I called the Trenton Fire Department. They picked up. He's like, where you at? He said, isn't that Ewing Township? I said, yeah. I told him where it's at. And he said, what numbers did you call? I gave him the numbers that I called. He said, those are the numbers they had. So what happens is, now you see on my iPhone 14, real nice. It's like a phone, right? So I'm using it, and you see me call the number, and when I call the Ewing Township Fire Department, who picks up? A Verizon automated calling service, so that I'm not able to reach the fire department, but the fire department is still in business. It's not no reach out shit. You call and they have to respond. You shouldn't have to be obligated to call 911. You understand? You shouldn't have to be obligated to call 911 when everybody has a phone number, even your next door neighbor. You know, 911 is like somebody. It's like shots fired and shit like that. That's what 911 is. I'm in my bathroom and somebody's broken into my house. That's what they wait for. That's what they're expecting. So when they come to your house, they're going to be looking for somebody in your bathroom that you locked inside. All that, everything is up for grabs when you call 911. Your phone is up for grabs. It's a 50 cent service charge for the 911 service so that you can use 911. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know they would do that. They got up here real fast though that time when I was here with my mom, though, right? 800.
Thank you for calling the New Jersey Poison Center and Coronavirus Hotline. To hear this message in English, press 1. Gracias por llamar.
I got ready to go outside. I did exactly what she said. I got my bag on. I was going to wait for them to come here and let them clear the house. They were supposed to clear it and say, all right, there's nothing burning in your basement.
Thank you for calling the New Jersey Poison Center and Coronavirus Hotline. If this is a doctor or hospital calling, press 9. Otherwise, please stay on the line and a specialist will be with you shortly.
Houses are blowing up now.
Emergency, press 1 at any time.
Houses are blowing up now.
If you are calling about a poisoning exposure or question, please have product names and dosages ready if available.
This one guy,
if this is a life-threatening emergency,
the cops had him, whatever it is. They said they heard a couple shots. His house blew up. It's dangerous.
If this is a life-threatening emergency,
at this point in time, they playing with my house. They playing here. They playing.
New Jersey Poison Control Center, how can I help you?
I don't know if you know somebody called Specialist Smith. I talked to her earlier.
Yeah, let me get her for you. Hold on.
Thank you, sir. Sure feel happy talking to her.
Lead test is the only way to know if a child has lead poisoning. If a child is said to have lead, he or she must be treated immediately. There are many ways you can reduce a child's exposure to lead before he or she is harmed. Test your home for lead. Keep children away from lead paint and dust. Renovate safely. Give your child healthy food. Get rid of recalled toys and toy jewelry.
And then, when you call 911, the cops come here.
Yeah, would I be able to take a message and I have her call you back?
Would she definitely call me back today, or would it be next week?
She'll call you back. Yeah, she'll call you back in a couple minutes. What's your name?
All right, my name is Michael. My phone number is 1609-815-5437.
Whoa. Start again.
815.
815.
5437.
I'm sorry, what's the area code?
609.
609-815-5437.
Yeah.
And your name is Michael.
Michael.
Okay, I'll let her know.
All right. Thank you, sir. Also, what I'm saying is you call 911, and like I said, the cops come. Like it's like shots were fired or something. I'm not involved with that scheme, with that scam. Because it's like 911 is emergent. That's why it's not 9113-2257 and shit. If it was 9113-2257, then it would be some type of stuff that had to do with, like, you know what I mean? It's like there's no reason to have a shorter number. 911 is probably that short because people want want fast service if they're dying or if they're on fire. I want that they make it to address issues that occur in all communities. Lead paint. How does lead paint get diagnosed and found out? Because people like the fire department come in and say, "Oh shit, this is lead paint." So I felt as though after this, I talked to Specialist Smith that it was imminent. She said imminency. She said you got to go outside. She said go outside, wait out front. They'll be there. The sad part about it is they heard me talking to her while I was streaming on YouTube and said, we're not going to show up for 335 Stokes Avenue. Because of the house, because of the landlord, or because of Oaks Integrated. Or the landlord said, don't help them. So it's like they wouldn't even piss on me if I was on fire. And it's not like I'm afraid of 911, but I'm afraid. I'm not afraid, but I'm tired of you calling the cops. What if somebody walked by my house, and threatened me with a gun? And then I call the cops. I'm like, somebody just threatened me when they get here. You know what I mean? They're like, and they're threatening me with their guns. That's what happens. The cops threaten people with the guns. This is not a gun issue. This is a you work. You have, it's just that everything is not, 911 is a joke. 911 this and this and that. It's not. It's not. Police haven't used other numbers too, but it's just, it's like you could see it. It's like, they talk about emergency service, all this type of stuff. It's like, it's not even that you could see it. It's just that is realistic as captivating as the evidence is publicly. Investigations should be formulated now, and all America does to certain politicians, to certain police precincts, whatever like that, they give them time to kill the witnesses, or to address the witnesses based on that which is disclosed about that which is not witnessable. It's an evidential reality that has to be persecuted or prosecuted by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office now, or the criminal court judge. Of course, it's fucking funny, cool, whatever it is. The president's son didn't pay his taxes. A lot of people don't pay their taxes and shit, but that doesn't mean like, the president, this and their legal issues, or whatever it is. Maybe they, what about the mayor paying his taxes? What about the mayor being corrupt? So I feel as though at this point in time, a lot of people in Ewing Township feel corrupt, based on their apocalypse. I mean, that's motivated by the fraud that's living under them, that's living underneath the realities that they boast, that they fabricate, the stability, the foundation of their little white lies that culminate in a solid evidence. That. So it's like I'm not some type of cop scientist. I just want to eat my food and know that I'm not being made sick by a dead dog or two deers in the basement. So they were supposed to show up.